Okay, so I had asked you in the last session to maybe come up with some of your earliest recollections, and you told me that you were the middle child, and so go ahead and tell me, one of your earliest recollections.
One of the ones that definitely comes to mind. I don't know if it's my earliest, but definitely one of the earlier. I remember my younger brother. He was just a baby, so he was in the crib asleep or crying or something, and my oldest sister, she was actually could drive already, so she wasn't home. And my parents were arguing in the kitchen about something. I just remember there being papers everywhere. And, looking back, they were probably arguing about bills or money, knowing that now. But I just remember them yelling, and I came in the kitchen, and they started yelling at me, to get out, and I just didn't understand what was happening or why they were yelling at me. I came to make sure that they were okay, and they told me to get out, and I didn't know where to go, so I just went in my room.
Okay. Do you think you see that in um, maybe like situations, or do you see situations like that in your life now?
Definitely. Since I'm at school, every time I come home on breaks, um, they're still fighting, and they actually have recently separated, and been talking about a divorce that's in the process. And I try to split my time at home between my mom and my dad, given that they're separated, and they constantly are talking about one another, and it's just like that angry environment all over again that I feel trapped in.
Yeah. Um, do you do you still live at home?
Just on the break, like the holiday breaks from school, I'll come home and stay, and I stay with my dad because he's the one staying in our house, and then I also go and visit with my mom, but she's the one who moved out.
Okay.
um,
Um, do you do you trying to think how to word it. Has those scenarios, have they affected your focus at school, or um, you know how does it affect you now? Like,
Definitely, when I'm away at school, I'm always wondering what's going on at home, or what exactly is going to happen. I mean, I guess I know they're going to get divorced, but because it hasn't happened yet, it's kind of like, what will life be like then?
does does it cause extra stress? Like when you're at school, even though you're away from everything.
Yes.
I know you said you worry a lot. Does that take a toll on your studies, or are you?
Well, I think so, because every week I try to call my parents, each of them once, and we can never have a conversation without it leading to the other, or to the impending divorce. And it's, even though I'm here at school, it's difficult for me to escape that. It's constantly on my mind, and there's nothing that I can do to make it better, but it just won't go away.
Having that need to please is hard when you're getting pulled. So
In so many directions.
yeah. Well, I hope you're able to maybe talk to both of them, hopefully together, so that everybody hears everything, you know, from your side, and they don't, so that you don't feel like, even when you're talking about the stress on you,
Yeah.
that they don't direct it to the other person. Make sure,
Good